Hello, my name is David Webb, and this is a video for Dweebovision. I am a Scrabble grandmaster, and in this video I am going to play Scrabble while providing in-game commentary on my moves. Hopefully this will help to improve your game, and be fun to watch. The game has just started, so let's join the action. It's me to go first. I don't have a bingo. I've got duplicate L's I want to split up. I've got a scoring tile in the K. I'm looking to see if I can get my K on one of the double letter squares. So a 5-letter play beginning or ending in K. Can't see a way of doing that. So now I'm looking just to get rid of the K and one of the L's. So I could play elk. Well, that's not great, keeping Lord. This is a tricky opening rack, and it's important to try and get the opening rack right. I'm going to play Cal. I prefer to retain the E, but I can't see a way of doing that. And Rod isn't too bad. Now, I've got multiple duplicate tiles, but I do have the Z for score. So this isn't bad enough to change. I've got Zoom and Mozo. I've got Zorro, which would deal with the duplicates. Cal takes an S and a Y after it. So at the moment Zorro plays at I2, making Co. Through an A I would have Razor. But I don't think there are any floaters which would give me an 8-letter bingo. That was a strange opening rack. I don't think Cal was best. Anyway, my Zorro spot has been taken, but a new one's been provided in row G because Ochre is good. I'm looking to see if Zorro plays anywhere else. Now, can I place my Z on any of the triple letter squares in column N? Well, I could play Lazo, but that keeps duplicate O, 33 points. Well, the Zorro's play scores more and sorts out both duplicate tiles, so it's better. This is a more dangerous play than playing in row I, because Z does take letters underneath it, but not above. And the O is next to a premium square. 33 points. No duplicates, but no bingo either. The Y and the U are non-bingo-y. This is a very balanced rack, so I should be able to resolve it fairly easily. My Y can go underneath LA in column 10, so I could play U or Yum in that spot. Now, can I take advantage of the H1 triple word square? My A would have to go underneath the Z. So, a play of something EA. Well, I've got Mead, but that keeps YUS. Well, I've got Yeed keeping UMS, that's better. Great. Well, I think I'll play either Yeed or Yum. I don't think I can play my U and my Y at the H1 spot. And I can't see anywhere else for the Y. Now, I wonder if there are any 8-letter bingos with this set. I don't think there's a 7 with this rack. I'm close to Mary Buds. If my E was a B, I would have Mary Buds in column 5. I need to see if I have a double-double in column 5, even if it isn't a bingo. Can't see one. Now, my Y could go after Cal, so I could have a 4 or 5 letter play in column 11, making Kelly. Well, I can't see such a play. And in any event, I think the yum spot would be better. My opponent's taking a while with their move, so it could be close to a bingo. And there are 2 bingo lanes on this board, which allow a 7-letter play ending in S to be played. That's row J making ochres and column 11 making kells. So this is a good board for bingos. 45 points for my opponent, who burns an S. Now I'm just noticing that my opponent's provided a spot here for yam. 35 points. But that would retain the U. And I'd like to get rid of the U. I'm not sure if it's a good idea playing off the M or not. But I think I will play it. I have seasoned in column 1 and adenoses, both of which reach the triple word square. Now, do I have... Great! I was looking for something through the M. I don't need to worry about that now. I've got seasoned or adenoses. Any reason to choose between them? Yes, adenoses is better. Doesn't place the vowel next to a premium square. Adenoses, 80 points. And I draw the first blank. But a pretty awful rack. I'm inclined to change with this. 3 I's and a U and a Y. Not good. I think I might throw back all of those. Great, and my opponent's changed. So, yeah, there really is no reason at all to spend time looking for a play with this rack. There just isn't one. And that's a fantastic pickup. I'm sure I have a bingo here. Paisano is good. Can't see anywhere for that. Dapsoni's plays in row B. Through an O, I would have a Panodos. Or through a D in the right place. $42 points for my opponent. Good score for him. He's only 24 points behind. But I am bingoing now. I've got apneas, which could play at J1, tripling the P. About 74 points. But can I do better than that? I've got 15 minutes on the clock. Do I have anything with the T of vexed? I'm just going to run through the alphabet and see if anything jumps into my mind with a P, with a T rather. Open cast. Yep, that works. And capstone's the anagram, that doesn't reach the triple. So at the moment I've got open cast. It doesn't place the P on the premium square. Tone pads does. So I can stop looking. This isn't necessarily the absolute best bingo, but I think it's good enough to justify not spending time looking for a better one. I might need that time later. Tone pads 86. Slightly dangerous in that it's put the S here, which makes it easy for my opponent to bingo in this row, so that's the sort of consideration which would support spending more time on that bingo. Now, I'm back with an unbingo-y rack, but I have a lead of 100 points. 39 for my opponent, good score. Scribed takes an A and an E in front. Annoyingly, I have neither. Now I'm looking to play off the W and one of the I's. So I could play win at A2. 25 points. Can I do better than that? I don't think I have a bingo with this rack. The S of scribed is a promising floater. I don't have anything to go before or after Zo. The trouble with win is that I'm keeping 3 consonants and 1 vowel. I'd quite like to play off 1 more consonant and score a bit more. I've got 13 minutes left. I certainly can't play a 4-letter play in column 2 because I don't have anything going after the N of adenoses. And I can't play through the C or R of scribe to good effect that I can see. Win just doesn't feel best. But I'm struggling to find a better play. Inwit is good, that's a 5-letter play on my rack, but I can't see anywhere good to play it. Inwits in row C wouldn't score very much. Or in row F. Well, somewhat reluctantly I'm playing win. I could easily have too many consonants in the next rack. 25 points. Well, that didn't come to pass. I've got a balanced rack. This looks close to a bingo. I can't see a 7. Ah, well, Troyalism. I've got Troyalism in row C. Great. Hopefully that stays available. Not sure if Troyalism has an anagram. I don't think it does. Now, do I have an alternative bingo? Well, not that I can see, not too many floaters to consider. If Troyalism is blocked, what is available? I've got the M for score. I don't have an A or an E for going in front of scribed. And my opponent could well play in row B, taking advantage of that hook and blocking my bingo, which would be annoying. I've got an O for going after Zo. Stop takes an E after it, so that might be a useful hook. I think it also takes a T after it. Well, at the moment I haven't got an alternative play. I'm looking in column 14 beside tone pads to see if I've got a 4-letter play, which might take out the S hook. So ending next to the D. Can't see such a play. Now, has that blocked Troyalism? Yes, it has. That's annoying. My L can go after Jura, as can my T. But I can only play a 2-letter play there. But LI leaves quite a nice rack leave. And it scores 30 points. That's quite nice. I have Moither, so Moithers is playable in row O. Does it play anywhere else? Don't think so. Do I have an alternative bingo? I'm thinking about Hormetic in row D. I think that's good. Hormetic, Trichome and something else. But I'm going to play Moithers. I think it's going to score the most, and it's the most dangerous spot for my opponent. $101 points, fantastic. Not so good. Through an L I would have Alienage. No L available. Great, opponent challenges, loses 5 points. I've now got a 150-point lead. Fortunately, my opponent didn't have an I to play Chi both ways. Now, what to do about this rack? 20 tiles left, including the blank. No S's left. Just counting the vowels. 10 vowels out of 27, so about a third of the bag is vowels. So, it's not such a bad thing to have a lot of vowels. So if I play off AE, I would have AEGIN. Not many places for ING words on this board. Certainly nowhere for a 7 ending ING. Well, in which the G hooks. Now, I've got 9 minutes left. I finally do have a tile which can go in front of Zo. My A can go before and after it. So I could play C in that spot, S-E-A. Let me see what this scores. 17 points, not great. But quite a good rack leave, only 2 A's and 3 E's left. Can I do better? I'm looking in column 3, parallel to win. Yeah. What about age? Down here. 25 points, that's much better. Yeah, I think that's fine. More vowels? Or just one more vowel? Through an M, I would have non-image. I have Ganoin. Does that play anywhere? I don't... it does. Row N. Ganoin and M. Fantastic. Hopefully that stays available. I don't think Ganoin has any anagrams. It does say available. Fantastic. This should see me careering towards the 500 mark. Ganoin, 74. Woo. Not such a great pickup. 5 tiles in the bag. The blank's still out there. Only 3 vowels. This looks pretty bad with 2 U's and a W. It's one of the worst triplicates of tiles it's possible to have, but the game is won. I've got a 200-point lead. And I've got scoring tiles in the C, H, and W. No tiles left, so this is what I'm left with. I can see what my opponent's got. Pretty good rack. B, D, E, G, I, T, blank. Just looking around to see if they can bingo, and they can. Or he can. Row L, debiting plays and betiding. So I need to block that because I don't think my opponent has a playable bingo elsewhere. And it shouldn't be too difficult to block. Where does it begin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It starts here. 7 minutes on my clock. So unfortunately I can't play down here and block it. Well, what I can do is play Hugh across here. 28 points, which is a big score. Certainly blocks debiting. UH takes nothing after it. What I'm not doing is leaving myself an out. So can I do that? Well, I could play down here. I could play H-U-E. Well, that doesn't leave me an out either, and it's only 19 points. So I think what I'm going to do is go for the points. I think my opponent will go out in 2, so I will have 1 more go, and I will at least be able to play Qua across here for a decent score. I suspect this isn't best. It'll be interesting to, or it would be interesting to know if there was a 2 move out with that rack, which blocks my opponent's bingo. It's possible there is, but I certainly didn't see it. So Qua is my intended play next go. 19 points, so that is what I'm looking to beat. I've got Cave in column 5 for 18. Biden, that's good. All those 2-ladder plays are good. So my opponent has got a G. Just checking they can go out, and they can play Gad or Gi up here. My Qua spot is still available. Do I have anything better than that? Well, possibly. But I think I'm going to play this. And now my opponent has got 10 minutes to find the best outplay for his G. Certainly Gad playable. Yep, okay, pass to end the game. And the final score, 385 to my opponent, 547 to me, a winning margin of 162 points. So a huge, huge win. Let's see what I missed. It was me to go fast. Well, droll for 16, yes, possibly. And I don't really like any of the plays which keep duplicate L, so there really was nothing great available with this rack, and in fact Kel compares quite favourably to all of these. Now, this was my opponent's rack. Not very nice. He played Aria. And I played Zorro for 33. Moz was available for 31 and keeping a duplicate R, so I prefer my play. No U for my opponent to play post-steak. Now, this was balanced. F2 Yam. Well, that was the play I considered, but it retains the U. And instead, I played Yum for 30, and as you can see looking down here, ADES is the best rack leave. Horrible rack for my opponent, the Q and the V. 28 points for Vymen, and this was a nice rack for me. I had seasoned and adenoses, and they were the highest scoring bingos. Horror show for my opponent, I think they changed. Yeah. And pretty awful rack for me, and, well, keeping 3 eyes or 3 eyes and a U is a disaster, so I think changing definitely best. Yeah, this play of Chual Yi looks good, but it's burning the blank, so isn't as good as changing. My opponent's rack, they played Vexed, and now I was quite fortunate, having drawn 5 random tiles, to have tone pads for 86. I played that quite quickly because I was mindful of the time, and what was available were a whole bunch of bingos scoring 7 points more. Ah, double doubles in column 5. Yeah, through this R, placing an S here. Yeah, I didn't stop to consider that, but fortunately only 7 points forsaken. My opponent's rack, they played Scribed, and this was a tricky rack. Well, I played Win here for 25, keeping Trim. I could have got 3 more points, keeping NR. Well, I prefer my play Dimwit across here for those 3 more points. Opens up column 6, row A at this point. So, and I think the rack leave after Win is better. So that wasn't such a bad play as I thought. My opponent's rack, they played Jura, blocking my Troyalism. Did I have an alternative bingo? Wow, Merliton. I didn't see that. Where does that play? L5. Onto the N of Vymen. Wow, that would have been a great bingo. Well done if you spotted that. I didn't. And LI for 30 looks like it was second best. My opponent's rack. They played Fox for 38. Good score. And, yeah, Moithers for 101 was best. Hormetic I was going to play if that was blocked. And there were other lower scoring bingos. My opponent's rack, 31 for Chi. And this was my rack. And I played Age. And I could have had a Gi in the same spot. And that's a difficult decision because I played Age, keeping 3 vowels and an N, including the E. I could have got 2 more points for a Gi. I could have had a better vowel-consonant balance, but I would have burnt the E. So it's not obvious which of those is best. But anyway, Age is fine. My opponent plays Devil, and I was fortunate in having Ganoin and a spot to play it. My opponent's rack, Fatty was played. And then I had an awful rack, but when you're 180 points ahead and the game is won, that really doesn't matter. My concern here was blocking my opponent's debiting and betiding, so certainly a play of Shaw up here is not best. And looking down, there are no obvious out in 2s. So by that I mean there are no obvious outs with the rack leave shown in this column. So I think Hugh was fine. Now, did my opponent have a bingo? No? Great. So Hugh was strategically the right thing to do. And finally, I played Qua for 19. I could have got 26 for Ace at F3. Oh, wow, across here. Okay, I didn't consider that. So a few points given away at the end. But not to worry, because it was a massive, massive victory. And I'm not sure there were any obvious points or lessons to draw from that game. Be alert for bingos. I was fortunate in being able to get 3 down, and I missed Merliton. but that's just the way it goes. There's so many words which are playable in Scrabble. It's very hard in a limited time to spot every bingo, and that's what makes the game, one of the things which makes the game exciting. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching that video and got something out of it. My name is David Webb, and this has been a video for Dweebovision.